So if you have something you want to sit up on, you can grab it, a blanket, bolster, block, cushion. And you can either close your eyes or take a soft gaze towards the floor in front of you. And give yourself the time you need to settle in, slow down, and fully arrive here in your body, on your mat. And anytime you notice that your mind has gotten caught up in planning or problem solving or future past, just as soon as you notice, if you can invite yourself back right here where you are, feeling the sensations in your body, feeling your breath. You're welcome to keep your eyes closed or open them as it's useful for you throughout your practice. So let's begin with a side stretch. We'll take the right arm up and over. And you can lean onto your left hand or elbow. Try not to tip off your right sit bone though. Keep both sit bones grounded. And then start to circle your right arm back behind you, reaching as far back as you can. Big circles. Let's take one more. Coming back to your side stretch. And then curve your way forward, coming through center, all the way over to the other side, opening up into a side stretch on the left. You can lean into your right hand or elbow, and then start to circle your left arm back behind you, as far back as you can. Finish up the circle you're on, coming back to your side stretch. Curve your way through center. Come all the way over to the first side. Take one big circle. Again, curve through center. All the way over. One big circle. And then come to center. And we'll release over the legs, and that could be into your fingertips. You could walk your hands forward. You might come to your elbows or forehead to the floor or block. Just releasing towards the floor. What is there to let go of here? And then walk your hands in, roll up. We'll bring hands to the floor behind us, fingers facing forward. Roll your shoulders back and your elbows back, and then lift the chest. Take the chest as high as you can, sternum rising up. Maybe a little bit higher, last couple seconds. And then release, hands to knees, round back. Lean away from your hands on your knees, drop your chin. And then release, roll your way up. Let's recross the legs. So the other leg is in front or on top, sitting tall. Drop your right ear over to right shoulder and press down through the left shoulder. You might even reach your left fingers towards the floor. Rotate your chin to your chest. And come over to the other side. Both shoulders drop, and now even more through the right side, looking for a stretch there. And rotate your chin to your chest. Come back to the first side and then go back and forth a few times. Half circles or 3/4 circles, watching the sensation move from one side to the other. Next time your chin is to your chest, stay there. Interlace your fingers behind your head and let your elbows hang down, stretching the back of your neck. And then release the arms. Head floats back up. We'll bring hands to the floor behind us again. Fingers facing forward. Roll your shoulders back, your elbows back, and then lift the heart. And release. Come up. Hands to knees. Round back. Roll your way back up. And then bring your feet to the floor, hip width apart. We'll shift hands to the floor in front of the feet and take a little rock front to back. As you rock your weight forward, looking for a stretch through the toes. As you rock back, getting into calves, ankles, Achilles tendon. Go as slow as you need to, so you are exploring your limits carefully. And then drop the heels, lift the hips, and hang in ragdoll. You can bend your knees a little or a lot. You can let your arms hang or use support through your arms. You might rest elbows on thighs or hands on ankles. Find a position where you can let the weight of your head really drop. Let's plant the hands near the front of the mat and step back into a high push-up position. Feel your head connected to your heels, whole body in a straight long line. Shift your weight forward to lower down, strong core as you do. And then come into your back bend. And this could be as low or high as you like. Cobra or up dog, wherever you are. Can the shoulders be down? Nice long neck. And then back to down dog when you're ready, hips high. You might start by pedaling out your feet. Waking up the backs of the legs. Feeling what's here, using what you feel to make little adjustments, fine-tune, come into your full expression, honoring your limits, but letting it be like this, however this is. Let's drop the knees and sink back to child's pose, releasing hips to the heels, forehead to the floor. Resting fully, letting go. Keeping breath steady, whether you're resting or working. Let's come back through down dog. Bend your knees, look forward, and lightly hop or step your feet to the front of your mat. Inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, arms press down, standing tall, mountain pose. Let's take a full A-series sun salutation. Next, inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, fold forward, swan dive down. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop your feet back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. Back to down dog. Let's take 5 breaths in a good resting pose. So that might be down dog, but you could also come back to child's pose or sitting or on your forearms or knees. Each rest, you choose a shape that actually feels like a good rest for you. One more breath here. Let's come back through down dog and step or hop your feet forward. Inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, arms press down. Again, inhale, arms high. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop your feet back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. And back to down dog. This time from down dog, take your right leg up. Bend your knee to your chest and start circling this bent right knee, making the biggest circle possible for your hip joint, feeling what you're doing. Next time your leg is up, reach it straight, circle your ankle a couple times, big circles both directions. Take your leg a little higher, and then bring your right knee towards right upper arm. Extend it up and back. Take it across towards left upper arm. And reach it up and back. Now right towards the center of your chest. Extend it up and back. Big step forward, high lunge, arms up, settle in, sink low. Let's grab the left wrist, take it across for a side bend. Come over to the other side, grab your right wrist, take it across. Back to center. Interlace fingers behind your back. Open up the heart. Hips low. Release arms up. Tip forward, standing splits. Hands to the floor or to a couple blocks. We'll do this with hips square. And with the upper body letting go. One more breath here. Step back, warrior one, drop the back heel. Inhale, arms high. Sink low. Can there be full expression and ease, both at once? 100% effort, 100% surrender. One more breath here. Release. Make your way to down dog. Each transition, choose how you want to move. Maybe vinyasas are useful, maybe some other movement. Taking the time you need. from down dog. When you're ready, left leg sweeps up. Bend your knee in and start circling this bent left knee. Next time your leg is up, reach it straight, circle your ankle a couple times. Both directions. Take your leg a little higher, and then left knee towards left upper arm. Reach it up and back. Bring it across towards right upper arm. Send it up and back. Now right towards the center of your chest. Extend it up and back. Big step forward. High lunge, arms high. Hips low. Grab the right wrist, take it over. Come to the other side, grab your left wrist. Back to center. Interlace fingers behind your back, other thumb on top this time. Lift the heart, hips low. Release, arms up. Tip forward, standing splits. Square off your hips, let your head hang, reach that right leg long. One more breath. Big step back. Warrior one. Last breath here. Release. Make your way to down dog, feeling what you are choosing to do. And then settle into a good rest, whether that's down dog, child's pose, sitting, something else. One more breath here. Let's come back through down dog and step or hop your feet forward. Inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, arms press down. Let's bend the knees. Come into chair, Utkatasana. How's your weight distributed between your toes and heels? Can you even it out? Can you drop the shoulders even as you reach the arms longer? One more breath. Release, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop your feet back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. And back to down dog. Right leg sweeps up, one breath. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Warrior three, shift forward and find your balance. Feel free to modify or adjust this. Your supporting leg can be bent as much as you need to. You can choose any arm position. Last breath here. Step back. Warrior one, just one breath. Release through your movement transition. When you're ready, left leg sweeps up. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Warrior three. Feeling how your breath moves through this shape right now. Last breath here. Step back. Warrior one. Release, make your way back to a good rest. One more deep breath in and out. Let's come back through down dog. Step or hop your feet forward. Inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, arms up. Inhale, chair. Exhale, straighten. Again, inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop your feet back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. And back to down dog. Right leg sweeps up. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Warrior three, one breath. Step back. Warrior one. Let's open out, warrior two, shift hips and arms to the side. Flip the right palm to face the ceiling, reverse warrior two. One more breath here. Let's straighten the front leg, triangle, reach out to come down. Looking for spaciousness, expansiveness, and release. What is there to let go of here? One more breath. Release. Make your way to down dog. Just taking one thing at a time, feeling where you are now. And when you're ready, left leg sweeps up. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Warrior three, one breath. Step back. Warrior one. Open out, warrior two, and you never need to rush. You take the time you need for each transition, take the time you need settling in. Flip the left palm, reverse warrior two. Straighten the front leg, triangle. One more breath here. Release, make your way to down dog. Feel what you're doing, whatever you're choosing. And then back to a good rest. Coming back to a feeling of ease. Last breath here. Come back through down dog and step or hop your feet forward, inhaling flat back. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, arms up, inhale, chair. Exhale, straighten. Again, inhale, chair. Let's take a twist. Left elbow across to the outside of the right knee. If you can't get your elbow, you might use your forearm. You can work hands towards the center of the chest, prayer twist, or extend the arms. Try and have knees in line with one another. Nice long spine. Last breath here. Back to center, hips low, arms high. Same thing, other side. Right elbow across. Get it all the way over and then work the palms towards the center of the chest. Open through that top shoulder. Last breath here. Back to center, hips low, arms high. Interlace fingers behind your back. Lift the heart. Fold forward, wrapping arms overhead, and you can separate your feet, hip width apart or wider. Let your head hang, let your neck release. And then release the arms all the way down, letting that go. Let's lower the hips, come into a squat, malasana. And you're welcome to widen your stance or turn your toes out or use props to help you be more comfortable. You're welcome to sit on something, you're welcome to slide something under the heels, finding the way that this works for you. We're going to open up the knees using the elbows, and as best you can, roll your shoulders back and down. And we'll work our root lock, Mula Bandha, same as a Kegel exercise. As you exhale, draw the pelvic floor muscles in and up. As you inhale, release. Exhale, engage. Inhale, release. Exhale, engage. Inhale, release. And then engage and keep holding, drawing in strongly through the bottom, connecting that to the top. And then release. Let's come back to a forward fold. Turn your feet to parallel, hip width apart again. Any arm position. Could grab your big toes and pull your head towards the floor. You might grab a handful of hair or give your own neck and shoulders a little squeeze. So I want to give an opportunity to try crow pose. If you want to take crow, take a little step back from the front of the mat to set up. If you don't feel like doing crow today, you can stay in your forward fold or come back to your squat. If you want to try it, set the hands shoulder width apart, knees to the upper arms, and then begin to lean out over the hands. And just feel for the rightness of each moment. If at any moment coming out of this is a better idea, go ahead and do that. Toes may or may not be off the floor. It's okay either way. More important than where you get, can you open up perception, slow down your breath right where you are. If you were in your hands, come back to your feet. Let's come back to a forward fold and either give the wrists a little circle or rub, or take stand hand as a wrist release. You might slide your hands under your feet, Padahastasana. Wherever you are, let your head hang. in a moment, we'll make our way back to down dog. Feel free to do that in the way that feels good for you. If you want to take crow again, you're welcome. You could even practice hopping out of crow, or you could just step back, take a regular vinyasa to get back, or any other transition. Feel what you are choosing to do, whatever that is. From down dog, when you're ready, right leg sweeps up. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Come into a twist here, left elbow across. Now lots of variations of this. If there's a different one you would prefer, you're welcome. You could do a low lunge, dropping the back knee. You could take a different arm position, extending or binding. You could look up, out, or down. One more breath. Release, hands to the floor, step up. Half moon, Ardha Chandrasana, roll open through the left hip. When you're ready, extend left arm high. Feel free to bend the supporting leg or use something under your supporting hand so you're not overstretching. Last breath here. Release. Make your way to down dog, however you want to get there. It could be just simply stepping back or some other movement. From down dog, when you're ready, left leg sweeps up. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Come into a twist, something similar to what you did on the first side. So prayer twist or arms extended, low lunge or high lunge. Last breath here. Release, hands to the floor, step up. Half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. Roll open through the top shoulder, expand past the tips of the fingers, past the top of the head. Last breath here. Release. Make your way back to down dog or back to a good rest, maybe child's pose, sitting, something else. Finding ease, surrender. Let's make our way through to sitting and all the way back onto our backs. And you can do that in the way that feels good for you. Take the time you need. Bringing your knees to your chest. Take a little circle or rock with the knees, massaging the lower back and sacrum into the floor. There's a part of your lower back that could use a little extra attention. You might rock back and forth on that spot. And then let's get set up for a couple back bends, starting with bridge. drop your feet to the floor, hip width apart, parallel. Make sure your feet are right under your knees. And then press your feet down to lift the hips high. Once your hips are high enough, interlace your fingers behind your back. Shrug your shoulders underneath you. You might rock side to side to get your shoulders a little more underneath you. Check your feet. Still hip width apart, parallel, right under your knees. Hips as high as you can. Open up the fronts of the hips. One more deep breath here. And then release. Take your arms out of your way. Roll down and rest. Good rest. Let's take some time for more back bends, but you get to choose how many, which ones, and how long you stay in each one. So really rest here until you feel the desire to come up again. If you feel like coming up again, you can do what we just did or any other back bend you know or want to try, including supported back bends. You can stay as long or short as you like, so you might come up for just 1 or 2 breaths. You might take a long hold. Whether you're back bending, transitioning, or resting, feeling what you are doing. Each time you rest, rest until you feel like coming up again. So rather than deciding how many you're going to do, let your body choose. If you have more back bends, then you keep going. There's no rush. If you're done, you can move on to a counter stretch. Could be happy baby, could be knees to chest, could be a forward fold. Something to release your back, feeling. And then let's get set up for some hip and leg stretches. So if you're in something else and enjoying it, feel free to stick with that. We are getting close to the end of class, so this is a time to take good care of yourself, do exactly what you feel like doing. If you want to join me, drop your feet back to the floor and then cross your right ankle above the left knee. Reach your hands through, grab the left leg, hug it in. Stretching the right outer hip. As you do this, can you drop your chin so the back of the neck is long? Can you drop your shoulders? Feel the whole back side of the torso spreading and releasing towards the floor. And then drop the left foot to the floor. Straighten the right leg up. Flex and point your foot a few times. Circle your ankle a couple times, both directions. Now, keeping the right leg more or less where it is, straighten the left leg along the floor, grounding down through the back of the left leg, and open the right leg out to the right, just at a slight angle. You might use your elbow on the floor and let your leg rest into your hand, or hold in some other way. Bring this straight leg up and across for a spinal twist. So left hand might grab the outside of the right foot. If you can't reach, you could either use a strap, bend your knee, or hold somewhere else like the calf or knee. And take this all the way across. You might even tip over onto the outer edge of your bottom leg. Roll open through the right shoulder, drop down through the right hip. If you want to add a quad stretch to this, your free hand can reach down for your free foot. Let's roll back onto our backs, bring both knees in, take a little circle or rock. Maybe a little shake out through the legs. And then drop your feet to the floor. Same thing other side. Cross the left ankle above the right knee, reach your hands through, grab the right leg, hug it in. Dropping shoulders, dropping chin. What is there to let go of here? Can you be right at your edge and release? Drop the right foot to the floor, straighten the left leg up, flex and point your foot. Circle your ankle. And then straighten the right leg along the floor, open the left leg out to the left, just at a slight angle, working with your body, honoring your limits. And then bring this straight left leg up and across. Opposite hand might grab the outside of the foot, a strap, your calf or ankle, and then take it across. Open out through the left arm, drop down through the left hip. And if you did so on the other side, you could add that quad stretch, left hand grabbing right foot. Roll back onto your back, bringing both knees in. A little circle or rock. A little shake out. And just check in with your body. What's needed now? I'm going to offer a self-facial massage for anyone who wants to join me. If there's a different way you want to wind down your practice, you can take an inversion, you can take a restorative pose, you can do anything else or nothing. If you want to join me, take the next minute or so to get your body comfortable in a symmetrical, relaxed position. If you want to put on extra layers or adjust your clothing or grab props for that, go ahead and do that. And if you'd rather do your own thing, go ahead and tune me out and keep doing what feels right for you. If you're joining me, find a position where you can let your body just release. Letting go into the floor or the support underneath you. Take anything off your face, glasses, or anything in your way. And you can begin by rubbing your palms together, getting some heat and energy in the hands. And then placing the palms over the eyes, sealing out the light, and encouraging your eyes to not only close, but relax. Keeping eyes closed and relaxed, you can bring your fingertips to the center of your forehead and start to rub from the center of your forehead towards your temples. And keep coming back to the center and spreading towards the sides of the face. You can use fingertips or thumbs. Good firm pressure. If you find a place that feels tender, you might hold it with steady pressure, little circles. And then bring your fingertips to either side of the nose, getting into the sinus area, pressing and spreading towards the sides of the face. Following your cheekbone, pressing along the cheekbone until you get to where your jaw connects to your skull, just under your ear, that hinge joint. And finding all the tender places around there, the strong jaw muscle, little pressure points around the ear. Could even give the earlobes a squeeze or pull. And then working along your jawline towards your chin, give the chin a little pinch or press. And then take the heels of the hands, make a couple big circles into your cheeks, massaging the cheeks into the cheekbones and teeth. And then go back over any area that needed extra work. You can also give your scalp a rub, like a dry shampoo. You might give your neck and shoulders a squeeze. When you're done, smooth over the face. Imagine you've just washed your face and you're wiping away the water. You can shake it out of your hands. You might finish with a little rub for your own forearms or hands, working out any tightness after all that effort. All the things your hands and arms do for you. And just check in with the rest of your body. Is anything else needed before you come into your final resting pose? If so, take your time, letting go, eventually settling into stillness, and letting go of the control of your breath and any other effort. Slowly begin to wiggle your fingers and toes, gently waking your body up again, and let this movement increase gradually through your wrists and ankles. Eventually stretching out long through your arms and legs. When you're ready, bring your knees in. And roll to one side, pausing there for a moment. And use your hands to help you up to sitting. And bring hands together at the heart. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for joining me today.